What's up, guys? 2024 is coming to an end, and I was thinking, why not take some time to go over all the recipes we've shot this year and place them in our top tier list. Let's do it. Chef, before we get started with our top tier of our best videos of 2024, usual friendly reminder, subscribe, like the videos, comments, do your thing. We love it, you love it, it's a good time. And now, let's get started. First video on the list, Souvlaki. This one was shot in Greece, in the Messenia area, southwest of the mainland in Greece. You know, Souvlaki being one of the most iconic dish coming out of Greece, not even just there, but like, you know, in the whole world. If you think of Greek food, you know, it's like Greek salad, Souvlaki type shit. Funny story, we were not prepared at all for this video. We had to find some meat on a Sunday in Greece in a small village. Not easy, but you know, we called the butcher. He was with his whole family, resting, went back in the shop, got some nice pork and lunch for us, and we were all set. Beautiful pita bread, homemade tzatziki, pork skewers. Yeah, that was amazing, because obviously, setting was amazing. Middle of Greece, great souvlaki. I would say this one is probably gonna be going with A. Yeah, A. We have to go over 30 videos, so if I put everything in S now, you know, it's like we have to set some sort of level here. So I'm gonna say A for souvlaki. Moving up, the back to school poke bowl. I felt like it was a very good idea to start with, and after I got some feedbacks from some friends with kids, they're like, bro, no one is giving raw tuna to their kids to go to school. That's insane. Looking back on this one, because it was a very good poke bowl, but you know, raw fish, lunchbox, might not be the best. I'm gonna put this one in D. It was a good idea, but you know, looking back, not so much. Next, the Crudo in Greece. So we're back in Greece. So the plan was to rent a boat and to go catch some fish. Nice day on the boat. We're coasting. You know, I'm just trolling with this very rustic fishing situation equipment. And we caught this very nice fish. I forgot the name of the fish, by the way, because it was like, I just remember when we sent a picture of the fish we caught to the guy who rented the boat to us, he was like, bro, can I please buy this fish? It's a very rare and hard to find fish. It's a delicacy here. People will pay big bucks. I was like, no chance. I'm gonna eat that fish. So, got the fish, and we found this beach in the middle of nowhere. There's no ways to get there unless you're on a boat. Anchor, get on the beach, get some wine. It was just, you know, it was one of those situations where you can even like serve me like a pile of like poop and I'd be super, no. Where am I going with this? It was sunset time, golden hour, nice little Crudo on the beach. This one has to be an S for me, you know? Just because of the whole setting, fresh fish, caught by moi. Hey, S for sure. Next, one of my favorite dish, and also my girlfriend's favorite dish of all time, saganaki. It's usually just feta cheese in a flour coating, deep fried or shallow fry. But for this one, I went over the top, fried the feta cheese, made a nice garnish with some pistachios, sesame, some beautiful Greek honey. And again, you know, you're in Greece, you're in a nice little farm. You can't complain, right? So this one has to be, let's say, an A. Next one, that was a good time. The poulet à la crème, cream chicken. It's basically a whole roasted chicken with mushrooms and lots of cream and wine. It's amazing. This one, we had Benny Blanco, the homie, shout out to Benny, came all the way from LA to Montreal in the winter. I remember Benny and his mom coming here. It was a snowstorm and we had to shoot 2 videos at my place right behind here. And then we went for a little bit of a restaurant tour of Montreal. But that chicken was honestly so good, you know? Sometimes you have to kind of like, you know, I don't know, not fake it, but obviously you always want to make sure people think it's like the best thing you ate in your whole life. But this thing was crazy. Benny was into it. Benny's mom was like, damn, that's some banger ass chicken. You know, always a good time. Benny's the best. He's a legend. I love him so much. Yeah, it was a beautiful dish. So poulet à la crème from my cookbook is gonna be also in the A section here. Okay, next, the perfect steak video. You know, sometimes you need to take some time and show people how to make some very simple things to a level of perfection. Simple technique, great ingredients, you know, You can't go wrong. I feel like this one is, you know, it's not like the most exciting video, but I feel like a lot of people are still struggling on how to cook a steak perfectly. So if you haven't seen this one, go check it out. I think it's a very good guide to make a good steak, but I think it's one of those that are gonna be in the B section. Next. Oh, yeah. The best Cubano sandwich in the world. This one was probably the hardest video I had to shoot in my whole life. First of all, lots of things went wrong. We had lots of people on set that were not supposed to be there. All my friends were like sitting around giving some unwanted feedback as we were going. Everyone was like, you know, going full Spielberg mode. That was unnecessary. But, you know, we pushed through. I almost lost my filmer because he was like, fuck this shit. This is crazy. He's laughing in the back right now. You know? We had the fucking homie Vince and Frank in the back with the ice cubes in the glass fucking making noise. It was very hard to shoot. A lot of pressure. We always shoot those videos. It's only like me and Kev. And then we had like the whole squad on the couch watching me, talking shit, making noise. And it was one of those like, let's fucking get this thing over with. And somehow that video did so good. So it's one of those like hate-love relationship with that video because I feel like it did very well. But also, I was a pain in my ass to fucking shoot, so I don't know. I'll put this one in the B section. The best Cubano sandwich in the world. If only you knew. Muda! Oh, cooking a rabbit. Yes. So this one has a very soft spot in my heart because anytime someone's gonna ask me, what's your favorite dish of all time? Which is the worst question to ask anyone. I always have to go with the mustard rabbit. And that was my homage, my ode to this great dish. Oh, and I remember after we were done with this video, we had all this leftover rabbit. I took it downstairs. My mom was there with my stepdad, the whole family, and they just destroyed everything left in that pot. So for me, rabbit has to be an S, you know? Video was great, but just over that, it's just, you know, my favorite thing in the world. So mustard rabbit's going up there in the S section. Next one, Arancini. You know, one of those that's also from my cookbook. Arancini is like, it's the perfect snack. It's a perfect way to save your leftover rice. Even though, you know, I get all these messages or comments from purists, a little bit annoying Italians saying, it's not a real arancini, mamma, no. It's like, bro, come on. It's delicious, you know? It's just good. It's rice, it's tomato, it's mozzarella, it's crispy, it's stuffed inside, it's cheesy. For me, you know, nothing exciting, but it's still probably gonna be B section because, you know, it's one of those classic staple Italian snack, and I think I did a very good job at it. So, B it is. Boom. Next video. This one is called the Cinco de Mayo feast. You know, I get to have the chance to combine Cinco de Mayo, which is the Mexican independence holiday, and my birthday. So at midnight, it's like Mexican fiesta, a birthday, come together. But for this one, I did something kind of weird, I guess, because looking back, I had a bunch of feedback of people saying, you never mix salsa verde with beef, which I didn't really know. I mean, I don't know, you know, who's making the rules? I don't even know. But for this one, yeah, I made some enchiladas with braised beef, salsa verde. It was great, but people were saying it's only with chicken. I don't even know. But for me, it was great. You know, looking back, I feel like I might have offended some Mexicans because it was not like a proper thing to do in Mexico. And, you know, I'm all about respecting culture and tradition. So I'm probably going to put this one in the C section. First C. Yeah, there you go. Next one, we are staying in Mexico again with the best soup in the world. It's maybe not the best soup in the world, but it's probably up there, you know? Can I say pozole is better than a pho? No, I can't. Better than ramen? No. It's the best Mexican soup for sure. So pozole is very heavy in a sense. You have this amazing braised pork that's just like shredded in there. You have this spicy, peppery, tomatoey broth. You have a bunch of nice garnish like radish, cilantro, tortilla chips. It's a hug right on your heart. You know, it's just one of those. If you're feeling kind of down or it's cold outside, you eat pozole, you're back. Lime juice on top. I really like this soup. I think I did a good job at it too, so I'm gonna put this one in the B section. Next, we have the squash risotto. For some reason, this one didn't do super good. I've always been a big fan of risotto, and then you add some beautiful butternut squash puree in there. I'm pretty sure I threw a full burrata on that risotto. It was very cheesy, very decadent, very good. But I don't think it's one of those that's super exciting, so I'm probably gonna put this one in the C section too. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Squash risotto. Okay, moving up. We have the potatoes on a pizza. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is also another homage, but this time it's for my homie Chris Bianco from the very famous pizzeria in LA. I had the chance to link up with Chris, and I saw his pizza on his Netflix special, Chef's Table Pizza. I was like, damn, this is genius. Pizza, thinly sliced potatoes that you put on there raw, but very thin so they cook in the oven. Some fresh rosemary, red onion. I'm pretty sure also added some sausage on there. I don't know, maybe a little, you know, little chef special there. But that was very good. As much as I can make a good pie. I'm in no way a pizza expert or pizza savvy, but I think I did a good job. You know, we fired this puppy in the Gosney, crispy potatoes, good dough. Yeah, so this one was great. For me, I'm gonna go with, like, you know, it was a great pizza. Kev was like, fuck, this pizza is fucking fire. I think he made it a few times with his family. And just one of those unusual pizza that's always a banger. So for me, the pizza in the B section. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, this one was a major failure. I mean, it doesn't show in the video because my friend Kevin did some little tweaking in the coloring there. But basically, I was trying to make this prime rib roast for a Christmas video. So I bought this very beautiful piece of beef. It was probably like this big, a very expensive piece of beef. Oh yeah, so funny story. I get the probe in there with the meter, everything is good. I just put it on the rare setting because, you know, that's why you want to eat your prime rib roast, right? So not sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with me playing Call of Duty. When I took it out of the oven, it was still like at the perfect temperature. But hey, residual heat is gonna fuck you up. It climbed up from 125 to like 145. So yeah, a little bit of a disaster. Was it good? It was great, you know, because obviously it was nicely seasoned. It was still very tender. I just felt bad to not honor this very nice piece of beef. And for that reason, I'm gonna place the prime rib roast in the C tier. C for cooked way too long. Yeah. Next one, very interesting. We are back with my good old friend Benny Blanco. So the plan was to make this amazing uni or baby pasta from Benny's cookbook here. So I think we might have just, like, you know, went very far away from like the initial plan. We decided to add caviar. We did make this very good like seafood stock. We had some lobster, some prawns, but somehow it was just too salty. The pasta was overcooked. We fucked it up because we also had a bunch of wine. We were tired. It was a long shooting day. So not the best pasta, but I guess the idea was good. So I'm gonna place this one in the D tier, Uni Pasta. So the classic recipe in there is definitely in the S tier, but since we didn't follow it at all, it's gonna have to go in the D section, sadly. Please, if you do it, follow it step by step because it's a great recipe and it's a great cookbook. If you don't have it yet, go buy it. Next, the grilled octopus. One of our very early videos. Again, you know, octopus is one of my favorite things in the world. Nothing beats a nicely, slowly braised octopus in a beautiful aromatic broth, and then you just grill it to perfection so it's crispy, not chewy, it's tender, beautiful thing. So very classic combo. We had the grilled octopus served on a beautiful romesco sauce and some pearl couscous. So I feel like this one deserves a spot in the A tier because it was just one of those things that, you know, you want to eat it again and over again and over again, and just, you know, octopus the best. Moving up, we have the crazy-ass Sando. I remember we did this beautiful Wagyu and snow crab Sando served with a caviar mayo, beautiful toasted milk bread. Sometimes you have to go and break the bank and make something crazy. This one was amazing, and I feel like it deserves a spot in the S tier. Crazy-ass Sando, up there. Beep. If you haven't seen this one, I strongly recommend you go check it out because, you know, it's all you want between two slices of good bread. Moving up, we have the spaghetti and meatball made from scratch. Fresh pasta, fresh meatballs, tomato sauce with the best tomatoes ever. Is it something people in Italy eat? Not at all. They always eat meatballs separately. But hey, I'm not Italian. I love all the Italian American classic, and this one was fucking delicious. And I think it deserves a spot in the S tier. Mamma mia. Next is actually our last video. We did 3 levels of mashed potatoes, which was something we ranked in terms of how you like or hate your in-laws. First one being the classic mash, second was the aligot, cheesy puree, and the last one, the iconic Joël Robuchon pomme puree. Very fun to see different levels of doing the same thing, but you know, different techniques, different ingredients. I feel like everyone needs to know how to make proper mashed potatoes, and this is the ultimate guide to do it. So this one's gonna go in the A tier for me. Know your mash. Moving up, one of our most, I wouldn't say viral, but one of our most like well-performing video, we made the ultimate comfort food, a chicken noodle soup. We made the best chicken broth using the whole chicken, nice vegetables. We made some homemade pasta for the soup. Yeah, it was one of those things that's, you know, again, very simple, but when you have the right technique and the good ingredients, chef's kiss, amazing. This one needs to go in a section. Next, the Super Bowl Special. This one, not gonna lie, I was a bit starstruck because we did this amazing video with Korean fried chicken wings, mac and cheese, and the best nachos in the goddamn world. I'm wearing nothing else but the Travis Kelce jersey. It's Super Bowl time. I'm in Mexico City. Video goes up. Tag them in the video on Instagram. I just said, go cheese, baby. And next thing you know, I got a DM from Travis saying, you are a legend. Appreciate the love, big dog. It was one of those rare times when I was going full fan-girl mode. You know, it's like, hey, Super Bowl's next week. I'm in Mexico. I post a video, DMs in, Travis. You know, it's like, hey, life is good. Travis, love you, buddy. So just because of that reason, that video is going to be in the S tier for show. Moving up, we have the French classic with a twist. In French, we say canard cuit sur le coffre, which basically means that you cook the duck breast with the whole rib cage underneath. This one was very, very good. We had the nice dry aged duck. I mean, this amazing duck jus. And to go, you know, over the top, we said, why not smoke the duck in some dried hay? So, bought some hay, put that in the crusted cast iron pot, and then we just carved it. It was perfect. It's, you know, it's a tricky thing to do. People always mess it up, overcook it, undercook it. It was very good. And, you know, this one will go in the A tier. Voila. Next, it's not even a big thing here, I guess, but, you know, I feel like it's a very important holiday for the US. So I was like, you know, let's make the best, juiciest turkey. In this case, I was making sure to show you guys to make the best whole turkey in the world. And yeah, it was very, very good. And I think it's gonna be in the B tier just because I'm not even a big fan of turkey, but I know it's a very important thing for Thanksgiving. So B tier. Next, we have the scallops. That was seared scallop, eggplant puree, grilled bok choy, and some chives oil. I'm a big fan of scallops. These were cooked to perfection, nicely seared, nice and tender. Great puree. Yeah, I think this one's like, you know, not random, but just kind of like one of my creations. I think it was very good. Was it super exciting? I don't even know. I think scallops are gonna be going straight in the B tier, baby. So next one, the apple pie with my good friend Vincent at La Cabane à Côté. You know, apple pie with apples straight from the orchard next to the cabane. And you know, because we had to go with the usual cabane style, we added some foie gras on there, some creme fraiche, some cheddar cheese. It was the most decadent thing I've ever had in my whole life. So this one has to be in the S tier for me because it was a very nice day. Good time, great pie. Love Vince, love Picochon, love you guys. Let's go. Next, we have the baked ziti. You know? Oh yeah, that day I was fucking dying. I was super sick, not feeling good. I was coughing. I had fever, headaches, not feeling good. We pushed through because we had to, and we made the best soprano-inspired dish of all time, the baked ziti. If you're not doing well, someone gives you baked pasta, pasta al forno, whatever it's called. That's good. So this one's, you know, nothing special, but definitely a good one. So it's gonna be A tier for me. Next, we are back in Greece. This one is the perfect moussaka. That was very fun. We were at the brand new olive press from my friend Dagenais. So I got to like make this moussaka. Oh yeah, funny story. Some people lent us a charcoal grill for the day. I think I might have overloaded the fucking grill, and yeah, it just started to melt. Disaster. Everyone was freaking out. But I made the very great moussaka. And you know what? The locals, the Greek people, were even saying that it was better than their mom's moussaka, which, you know, for me was like the ultimate blessing. So This one for the whole setting, sunset moussaka next to the olive press has to be S tier. Let's go. Next, Seabass Perfection. I don't even remember this video. This one is a Seabass Perfection, which is a lie because it was not perfect at all. So we were doing a salt crusted sea bass. A couple things went wrong, to be honest. We had this thing in the Gosney just for show. It definitely was not a good idea. It just burned. You know, you're supposed to like have it come out of the oven and crack it into big pieces, easy to pull out. And that was not the case. It was just like salt mess. Fish was great though. Fish was great, but you know what? On the level of the execution, it was a disaster. And that's why I'm gonna place this one in the C tier. Next one, this one's a big one. This one is a nice one because it was my ultimate tartare video. I did the classic beef tartare video with a small addition of a $500 portion of caviar on top. We also did a nice scallop tartare with some Christ met apple, nice salmon tartare too. Kind of like my favorite tartares. One seafood, one fish, and one beef. And this one deserves to be in the S tier according to my liking. So yeah, there you go. Legendary video, S tier, no doubt. Let's go. For the last video, I have my beautiful brother here, Louis. Guess what? He's my older brother. He's beautiful. We have the Clams Casino. This one was also inspired from one of my Instagram videos. Italian American, I'm pretty sure. So it's basically clams that are baked with a mixture of butter, bacon, bell peppers, onions, garlic, Parmesan cheese, parsley type shit. I don't remember if it did good, but it was very good to eat. So I think there's supposed to be in, you know what, D section, you know, D tier. Yeah. And that's a wrap for 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed all those recipes. For me, it was a blast to shoot, a blast to eat, a blast to work with my friend Kevin. And that's Kevin with the NSC. Shout out to this drunk filmer, Kevin, legendary. You know, we worked very hard on those videos. I hope you guys are as excited as we are to show you what we have cooking for 2025. Cool projects coming up. Can't tell you more, but yeah, very stoked. On that note, Happy New Year to you and your loved one. Be nice, be safe, and don't be a loser. Love you. Peace.